So get this, every 22 seconds, someone becomes a victim of identity theft. That's at least one person since you started watching this video. It's super easy to think that it's not going to happen to you until you get a notification for a credit card that you didn't open or a collection notice for something you never bought. That's exactly why services like Norton LifeLock exist. But is this one actually worth it? Or is it just another subscription fee? I'm going to break it all down for you. What it does, what it gets right, where it falls short, and whether it's actually the best way to protect yourself. And toward the end, I will show you what I personally use because while I think LifeLock does do a lot of things well, in my opinion, there is a better option out there. So Norton LifeLock promises all-in-one identity protection, but let's get into the details. The big selling point is actually credit monitoring. You can get all three major bureaus, Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion. Except if you're on one of those cheaper plans, then you're only getting coverage from one, which isn't really all that great. The one useful feature across all plans, though, is the ability to lock your TransUnion report right from the dashboard. It won't stop all fraud, but it is an easy way to block new accounts from being opened in your name, at least those who are checking your TransUnion credit to open up said account. Then there's financial security. Norton watches for suspicious withdrawals or transfers, but honestly, most banks already do this for free. The difference here is that it puts all your alerts in one place, so you're not relying on multiple apps to track everything. The one thing I do like is the change of address monitoring. If someone tries to reroute your mail to steal your financial info, you're going to get an alert before they can get their hands on anything important. Norton also offers dark web monitoring, which checks all those sketchy places online for your personal information. If your details show up, you get a notification, which is helpful. But in my experience, I got 13 dark web alerts, which were all pretty identical to the ones that I saw from Aura. Although Aura did catch one of my password leaks that LifeLock missed. So I do have to make sure that I bring that up because it's pretty important. Then there's Privacy Monitor, which scans data broker sites to see if your personal info is out there. It's a decent feature, but there is a catch. If you actually want your info removed, you're going to have to upgrade to a higher tier plan. And even then, it only covers 19 broker sites. Some plans also include antivirus protection and a VPN, which are really nice extras if you don't already have those covered. There's also a free 30-day trial if you want to check it out before committing. And of course, I've got a discount link in the description below if you're interested. Signing up for Norton LifeLock is really simple. You enter your personal details, set up payment, and you choose what you want monitored. It's quick, no complaints there. Once you're in, the dashboard's clean and it's really easy to navigate. So whether you're using desktop or mobile, everything is right where you would expect it to be. Alerts show up front and center, and Norton even gives you recommendations to improve your security, which is a nice touch. I've tested a few of these identity theft protection services, and LifeLock stands out for how easy it is to use once you're inside. Although I do wish that there were fewer prompts to upgrade throughout the dashboard. One other small annoyance: finding the right app. When you search for Norton in the App Store, you're going to see a bunch of different ones. The one that you actually want is called Norton LifeLock Identity Theft Protection. And if your plan includes antivirus or a VPN, you might need to download separate apps for those too. It's not a deal breaker, but it is a little messy and worth mentioning. Also, I would love to show you my LifeLock dashboard on mobile, but screen capture is not allowed, which I guess I can't really be mad at. That is an extra layer of protection in my opinion. If identity theft or fraud is suspected, you need to be able to act fast. Norton offers 24/7 support, which is solid, but here's the thing. The level of service really depends on how much you're paying. If you're on the top tier plan, you get priority assistance, meaning your call will get answered faster. But if you're on a lower tier plan, you might be waiting a little bit longer. When I called them, initially I was greeted with an AI call assistant who pushed me on a few upgraded or changed features. But I did eventually get through to a representative. I'll be honest though, that process did kind of make me roll my eyes a little. Having a dedicated team to help in an identity crisis is really important. And while Norton's support is better than some competitors, I'd love to see that priority service available to everyone, not just the people who are on the most expensive plans. Norton LifeLock offers different levels of financial protection depending on your plan. At the lowest tier, you get up to $25,000 in stolen funds reimbursement. The mid-tier plan bumps that up to $100,000, and at the highest tier, they cover up to $3 million, which is split between stolen funds, legal fees, and out-of-pocket expenses. If you have significant financial assets, the lower-tiered plans might not offer enough protection, so it's worth considering how much coverage you actually need before you choose a plan. Speaking of tiers, Norton LifeLock has 3 pricing tiers. The basic plan gives you standard identity and credit monitoring with only 1 bureau. The mid-tier plan adds more in-depth monitoring, and the highest tier plan gives you full 3-bureau credit monitoring and the highest level of financial coverage. If you're signing up as a family, Norton also offers plans that cover couples and children. Again, the main competitor in this space is Aura, and they do offer a bit better options when it comes to pricing. So here's what I'd say if you're trying to make this choice. Overall, Norton LifeLock is a solid option for identity protection. It's got good monitoring, financial coverage, and some useful extras like a VPN and antivirus. But there are some drawbacks. Full credit monitoring and automatic data removal are locked behind the most expensive plans. And if you're not paying for the top tier plan, you might be waiting longer for customer support. If you're looking for a more complete solution, Aura might be worth checking out. It's what I personally use, and from testing, it provided faster real-time alerts for credit inquiries. It monitored all 3 bureaus on every plan, and it caught more unique dark web alerts compared to LifeLock. Norton's real advantage is in its bundles. If you're trying to add identity protection and things like antivirus or VPN, it could be a convenient option for one solid protection package. If Norton LifeLock sounds like the right fit for you, check out the discount link in the description to get the best deal. And if you want to see how it stacks up against Aura, I've got that comparison video and an Aura review linked below too. Thanks for watching.